I've known John since my second movie. Since the second movie I came out to Hollywood to make, Dead Silence.
When was that? How many
That
years
was
ago? I'm the worst at remembering that.
I think that was 2005 or 2006-ish.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, it's about
Yeah.
almost 10 years is what I thought.
Yes, yeah.
We've been friends for 10 years.
Yes. Well, when we were shooting The Conjuring, it became very clear to us that Annabelle was something that had a lot of presence. Even though she was just an inanimated object sitting around doing nothing, people would react to her in a very strong way. And sure enough, when the film came out, Annabelle got such a strong reaction. Like she almost was like a star in her own right. That we all felt that she would be the natural star of the next spin-off Conjuring film.
I was very excited. When I was asked, I hadn't read the script yet, and so obviously if you're going to direct the movie, you're going to read the script and see if you take to it. And I have to say, it was really good. The tone, the feeling that I could see that the audience would take to and be manipulated by, and all that was in that first draft of the script, hey, to work with James in this capacity, to work with New Line, who are wonderful people, it was too. The whole thing is and was so good to be true. I can't believe it.
Well, I mean, put it this way, when we finished The Conjuring and we felt that Annabelle was gonna be our potential next movie to go out with, we thought for 2 seconds, who could this be? And then pretty much right after that 2 seconds, we all agreed, between myself, the producer, and New Line Warner Brothers, all said, what about John Leonetti? He would be the natural guy. He gets the world, he understands, he shot The Conjuring, and we all just hoped that John would be willing to come and play with us, and we're so glad that he did.
Thank you.
Yes, I think it's the fact that Annabelle wasn't just something that was made up completely from scratch, and that there was something there that she was based on to begin with. Kind of gives her that extra thing that it needed, and I think we took that and we ran with it, and and even though Annabelle is her own story, John and I really wanted it to be as grounded as possible, because
Absolutely.
for something like this, a movie about a potentially possessed demonic doll can walk that fine line between, scary and cheesy campy, right? And so the more we ground her, the more we portrayed her in a way that makes her feel real, was a very important thing for us when we were shooting this film.
Absolutely. Well, I happen to be lucky enough to see Annabelle Wallis's tape, and I was just blown away by her. At first, we didn't even know if we could get her because of visas and stuff, but her eyes were just so expressive, and I knew how many times we'd be in a close-up in this movie, and she just has this timeless, classical look. She's a well-trained actor. What a pro she is. And she's beautiful. And, she's gripping on the screen. So I guess those are the factors.
Yeah, no, I think that's the thing that John did really well, was casting actors that feel like they fit into this movie. And not just the time period that the movie takes place in, but in a world that we want the audience to know that this is a different kind of horror film. It's not necessarily a contemporary smelling horror movie.
Right.
It's one that's made today, yes, but one that invokes the spirit of that era. And casting, Annabelle and Ward, who both have a very classic quality to them, was very important for us. And I think we were very fortunate with getting them.
Well, it was, let's face it, we literally set the stage in The Conjuring.
And The Conjuring, yeah.
Go
It's something that is great. It's something, for us as filmmakers, cinematographer and production designer, it lets you create this world of a period that I'm a big fan of, and I love movies from that era. But one of the things John and I did photographically with The Conjuring was we didn't necessarily want to go down the cliche route of using old film cameras to do it. We want to shoot it with sort of very high-end, sleek, modern equipment, but make it feel like you're watching this movie that is literally just peeling back the curtain into another time period, like you're there, as opposed to watching something that was projected on a screen, right? And so that was something that was very important, and that was the aesthetic that we carried through on Annabelle as well.
Yeah, the music. I was in high school at that time, and the music alone sets you in the period. If you just, if you pick any of those songs from that time, and I think the moment you do that and create the look, and that James is talking about, the audience immediately is sucked in, and you got them, and now you can kind of scare them too.
And especially if you're telling the audience that this story takes place in a world that is supposedly based on a true story, like the first Conjuring was, right, based on real people, you want to be true to the time period that it was set in.